4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has a body like you, and I gotta think twice before you something head away. I know you asking me to say, oh, but I need some time, that devotion. Time to put my head on the floor. We just want to get to the faith. When it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you that door.
No, we're not doing that part.
No, I was gonna let you do it. Shout out to Limp Bizkit. Woo! Limp motherfucking Biscuit. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
I should have said Ricky Durst.
Man, the good old days of the of that stage of music. You know what I'm saying?
That was interesting.
It was like Limp Bizkit, fucking Korn, where it used to go hard.
Oh yeah.
I loved me some Korn, Limp Bizkit. Who else was there?
Insane Clown Mafia.
Posse.
Posse? One of them?
No.
I was never.
I'm so happy that you actually corrected me, which
ICP,
shows that you
man.
knew it. Yeah.
I was never an ICP dude.
Yeah,
no.
no. I liked Alien Ant Farm.
Alien-
but
oh,
only
yeah.
for their
Just that one song.
Yeah.
That was the time when MTV used to play all the music videos.
That was the time when MTV would play music videos. Period.
Yeah.
Literally now,
Oh no.
it's just ridiculousness. I wasn't gonna do my accent again.
Okay.
Literally, bruv, it's all just ridiculous now, bruv. And I'm not mad at that because every once in a while it'll sprinkle in some deliciousness.
Yeah.
But then I am a little mad when it's all just
All
ridiculousness.
ridiculous.
Someone posted a thing the other day, and it was literally like the air schedule for MTV Ridiculousness, and is MTV's air schedule, and it was literally all ridiculousness with a little bit of deliciousness, a little bit of adorableness sprinkled in now, which is the new shit. Shout out to James Davis. And then that was it.
I'll
About
take
Teen Mom.
Maybe like an hour of Teen Mom.
Damn. I'll take whatever nesses they don't have. We'll get on the show. I want some of that ness.
Well, Teddy took messiness from me.
I don't. What other nesses are there?
We can make up something.
We'll figure it out.
Never mind.
They've
Well, we can't do this one together.
horniness.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not.
Thank you
What are we
for-
not allowed to? Why?
I don't
Because-
think so. They can't have two sexy people on there.
You know what?
That's facts.
You're being nice today.
Jizziness.
Jizziness.
Okay, so you want to take horniness or jizziness?
Yeah, I'm gonna take horniness.
Okay, I could take jizziness.
Yeah, because I feel like that's a lot of dicks. Jizziness.
You know what? I don't think I could take all of them, but we can try.
Take all the dicks. Is there what shows do y'all grow up? Do y'all like that people would normally like? We were talking about this off camera, but I'm bringing it back because I feel like it was a good conversation. I'll tell you this, Rick. You know, me and Rick have a very similar taste in TV.
Okay.
Especially when we were growing up, I feel like this is one of the things that bonded us because we liked a lot of shit that a lot of our homies didn't like. Like, for example, Seinfeld. We were big Seinfeld fans. I Love Lucy. Me and Rick were both big I Love Lucy fans. One thing that I never got into that Rick loved was Frasier.
Frasier. Oh, baby, I hear the music calling. So salad and scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
Frasier was dope. I used to watch the way back stuff. Well, I guess way back to us, but like Three's Company.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andy Griffith Show.
Nick at Night. It's all the Nick at Night shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one with what you talking about, Willis?
Oh, Different Strokes.
The world
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. I gotta
You know-
sing the theme songs to remember Different
Right.
Strokes.
I would
The music
always
was so good, too.
change the channel after I Love Lucy when Andy Griffith Show would come on because I just as soon as it would
Yeah.
start up, I would
Yeah.
change.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, that was a good one.
Man.
Yeah.
Facts of Life.
The Facts of Life.
Golden Girls. Everybody loves.
Oh, yeah.
Golden
Of course.
Girls, yeah. I mean, I just love me some old ass TV.
Maybe you'll like Friends in like 10 years.
Nah, man. Like I really tried Friends. I think like what Nikki said before we got on the thing, Living Single was just so good
I
to me.
love.
I loved both. I loved Living Single and Living Single and Friends was always my shit. And I go hard for Friends on Twitter because it's almost like, I mean, y'all are grown. I know if you don't like Friends, you probably genuinely don't like Friends. But I feel like saying Friends isn't funny has become like a fucking like a thing at this point.
That's what they tried to do with Seinfeld. Remember, so many people would say Seinfeld's not funny. They don't get the humor, and that's sounds like the similar conversation. I just didn't watch Friends.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Friends isn't funny. I've definitely seen episodes of Friends where I've laughed at stuff.
Yeah,
but there was no character that made me want to continue watching.
So watching
maybe Joey, but
yeah. So like in Living Color, I loved comedies. Anything that was funny. I loved stand-up. So a lot of old comedies, we used to watch those. But everything, like Girlfriends, I was watching a whole nother channel in comparison to like Friends and Frasier and Seinfeld and all those shows. We was watching
UPN.
Yeah, I love UPN. I loved like all the shows that they had on there. Like the Jamie Foxx show was one of my favorite shows.
I'm making Tway watch all of the Jamie Foxx
show
and Martin right now.
Amazing.
Bruh, so the whole WB lineup was solid for
Fire.
me. Fucking Wayans Brothers, Steve Harvey show, Jamie Foxx show was my shit.
Yeah.
Especially the theme song.
To which one?
Here I come, here I come, here I come. Yes.
But the second theme song,
which was
That's all I need.
That's all I need. And then like Moesha, Motada, Eatada.
Okay.
Up in the morning, a new day is starting. It's me. It's me. That's my shit.
So check this out.
The Parkers. Sorry, because I had to remember.
I would always watch the Moesha theme song and then change the channel.
What?
I never watched Moesha.
But Brandy's so fine.
Oh my God.
I know.
And Kobe was on there.
I know. Yep. And she had like Asian dudes on there as well.
Yeah, Dante.
And fucking Theo was on.
Theo was on that
Brandy
episode.
too.
Yeah.
I just never watched Brandy.
Wow.
So you wasn't a UPN. You was a WB.
I was okay. So what did I watch on UPN? I didn't watch Moesha. I didn't watch the Parkers.
Wow.
That's all that was there.
LL Cool J's show that was on
In the House.
In the House.
Yes.
I watched a little In the House.
What was the Sinbad when
Sinbad?
Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Hanging with Mr.
That's
Cooper.
not. Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
not
but
Sinbad.
Sinbad,
that's
that's Mark Curry. Yeah.
But some reason that popped into my head.
It makes sense. Tall dudes. Yeah. But yeah, Hanging with Mr. Cooper was my shit.
Yeah.
I guess I was more of a WB guy than a UPN. One on One.
One-on-one, yes.
Yeah.
Cousin Skeeter.
I didn't watch Cousin Skeeter.
Damn.
Wow. Cousin Skeeter
So
was-
when did the appropriation start?
Because we just named all the shows we grew up on.
You missed a lot. Did you watch
You
My
were watching
Brother and Me?
Friends.
I loved My Brother and Me.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
That was
Goo Punch.
Nickelodeon kids.
Yeah.
Goo Punch. Yeah. You know what it is? And I was gonna bring this up. It's funny because when Wayne Brady was on, he was talking about like his kind of first what got him. He had a little real quick. He started talking about what got him into like hip hop and stuff.
Yeah.
And my first ever like exposure to anything hip hop was I was in like kindergarten, and then a couple of kids started singing "Slam, da 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 da, let the boys be boys," and this was on the swings.
Oh, wow.
And I remember thinking like, what is this? Never heard nothing like this before. And that was my first like, oh, this is interesting. And then the first time I ever wanted to rap. Now, you bring up In Living Color, right? So my parents loved In Living Color. That was their shit. We would always watch In Living Color together, and I ended up watching reruns on FX all the time, right? And there was and they would always have musical performances at the end. And there was one episode where Leaders of the New School and Tribe Called Quest performed Scenario. And I remember when Busta Rhymes' verse came on, as a little ass kid, my mind was blown. I was like, this is amazing. I want to do this.
I have PTSD from that song.
Why?
Because, man, I was a little kid. We was in an apartment complex. Somebody did something and we got caught. And I wasn't fast enough to get away.
Oh, no.
So I got caught. And I had to say who did what. And they started calling me a snitch. And then the dude that I snitched on we were all like in the little area and they were playing music and he wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah.
And then that song came on and he said, "Powerful impact, boom from the snitcher." And pointed at me and I was like, I was so mad, but it's nothing I could do. I snitched.
Yeah.
Got 6'9".
Did you 6'9"? Did you guys ever watch Mad TV?
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course.
Love
Of course.
all of those shows, even all that. Like there was this era of TV that was very similar, but it was going to like specific groups. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, the kids and y'all over here, you get this. Mad
Yeah.
TV, we're gonna go for this demo. In Living Color, you're gonna get that. But why did they have the best intro songs? Like they took all the R&B artists and were like, oh, we're gonna use you. Even Destiny's Child with Proud Family.
Yeah. Salon.
Oh, sorry. Woo, Beyonce was not in that.
With backup from
With
Destiny's
back-
Child.
Okay.
So Rick used to say that I had a proud family smile,
You did.
which was care to explain, Rick?
So when you draw black cartoon characters back then, usually the smile was just like a half circle, kind of.
Oh, okay. Like,
Just a block of white
With a line,
with
maybe.
a little line or like two short lines
Right,
on
the
the sides
outside.
or something like that. And his mouth would do that when he would smile and laugh back in the day. He looked like a Proud Family character.
Oh, just to bring it full circle, Rick always also used to say I look like Jamie Foxx sometimes.
He did.
What?
So we got a little bit older, and he would wear these glasses and then do the smile laugh, and he looked like Jamie Foxx and
okay.
Ray because he wore those teeth in Ray. So I'm calling Fox Face.
Yeah,
got Fox face.
whenever I had sunglasses, I would like have like a smile or laughing picture. Rick would Fox face,
Yeah.
Fox face.
And you got to see the Jamie Foxx.
okay. Yeah. We'll
It's
compare
there.
photos.
It's summer again, guys,
And the time is right.
and that means
Dancing in
the street, hot sunny days and nights that are too hot to get any sleep. Enter Brook Linen, crisp sheets that breathe to keep your cool. Mean you can say goodbye to sweet summer nights.
They really do keep the cool.
They feel great.
Yeah.
It feels so good not waking up sweaty. There's nothing worse than laying in sheets that make you sweat. But these bad boys, feels so good.
That's right, and that's because Brook Linen was started to create beautiful, high-quality home essentials that don't cost an arm and a leg. And people, what a success. Brook Linen has something for your every comfort need. Ideal for seasonal refresh because they're launching new products, colors, and patterns all the time. I'm talking buttery soft and breathable sheets, plush and absorbent towels, cozy robes, and comfy loungewear that you'll want to put on and never take off.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, let me say, we love these Brook Linen sheets.
We do.
Chia's all about her sheets life. She washes the sheets every week. Can you believe that?
As you should. As you should. Don't be surprised.
I never used to do that until Chia started coming into my life.
That's why you got a wife.
Yeah, facts. So give yourself the comfort refresh you deserve and get it for less at Brook Linen. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code NOCHASER to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's BROOKLINEN.com and enter promo code NOCHASER for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. One more time, that's brooklinen.com, promo code NOCHASER.
I'm just realized I've never heard anybody's introduction to hip hop be Onyx.
I'm real,
That is different.
I'm real with it, son.
But you're not, because Fredro Starr was on Moesha.
Oh, yeah.
I liked his music, not his acting, all right?
So I liked his one song.
And look, I liked him in Save the Last Dance, all right?
Was he in Save the Last Dance? He was in Sunset Park.
No, he was definitely in a movie with...
He was Get on the Bus.
No, he was in Save the Last Dance.
He was?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was also going to say...
Live your dream. Which was Brianna's favorite movie on One.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Also,
Yeah,
Got
I
references
want.
all day.
And also, I tried to get Kyla Pratt's number at the
Boom.
mall. We've told this
Full
story.
circle. Let's go.
All right.
Mad TV, so much shit they did on there,
Oh,
Man.
they would
Oh.
never be able to do nowadays.
no.
With the simple fact of, like, Miss Swan.
Oh, yeah.
And the hard part is so many people watched it and like tried to copy it
Yeah.
and then say it out loud when they're around other people and realize, oh, I'm not supposed to do
I
that.
think Miss Swan would fly right now.
You think so?
She was Asian.
Is she?
And she was Asian.
She's
yeah.
half, I think. or
Yeah.
she's
Is she
part.
half?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, then fuck it.
Yeah.
then Miss Swan could ride.
But it was like the hair. It was so much. She looked like what you call it from The Incredibles.
And the mode.
At the mode. Yeah, she looking like a mode. I tell you what definitely wouldn't fly.
He looked like a man.
He looking like a man. Oh, my favorite Miss Swan episode was when she went to the movies and she was trying to order a Mountain Dew, and she kept saying, "Do the do, do the do." Okay, but
so
here's
Can I
what,
get your number?
Here's what wouldn't fly. Fucking. Don't make me break my foot off in your ass. Do you remember this?
Black Mama?
Yes. The
Oh,
Black
yeah,
Mama.
that would not go down.
No.
It was a white man.
Yes. I remember back then being like, this is such a genius concept.
Right.
But then you get older. Well, I
Okay.
mean, what?
Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say, would white chicks work?
I think so still, because people do not let white people get the
You get a pass?
get to play the racism card. They do not allow that.
Right.
So I think it would still go down. It would be some discussion though.
More people would be mad about it, but you know the argument, right, is that like white face, quote unquote, is not the same as black face.
Yeah, it's
Because
definitely not.
the history behind
Yeah.
blackface and the
Right.
reasoning behind and all that shit, right? So it's like, so even like Dave Chappelle making his face
Right.
up to be all white
Yeah.
is not the same, right?
Yeah.
So it would, more people would be mad, but I think it would still fly.
Yeah.
It
It was funny.
There was,
Tropic Thunder would not.
No. but he's
but the
No,
context.
I mean
though.
we get it, but it's one of those things that you
I'm an
have to
actor.
explain, and since you have to explain, it wouldn't fly.
I mean, people bring it up like every 2 years.
all the
Yeah.
time. That's like, why can't he do this and why can't do that? Because you're not him, and that's not the same situation. Like what?
It is crazy how you know times have changed so much. Like I remember watching, what was that movie where Kevin James and Adam Sandler,
The ring.
Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry, like a circle. It's
so
a ring.
yeah, like a circle,
Like a circle, like
so
a ring
I
is
would-
around.
yeah.
it would not fly. Even
But why? Because he's
part.
He's part.
Is
He's
yeah.
part. He's,
Okay.
he's like,
He's part Filipino and something else, because we try to bring him in on our side.
but that what he did was
Was-
such a caricature.
Yeah.
It's like offensive. And I remember watching in theaters being like, this is hilarious.
Right.
But I was, but now you look back and I'm like, oh.
But then there's so many. There's like so many moments in movies. Any
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movie definitely has some offensive moments.
Well,
in it.
yeah.
I think it's just the casting, I guess.
Right.
I feel like they all work as long as it's somebody
True.
of the culture.
Because anytime people are really pissed off is when you see somebody doing something that an actor that is mixed with that or is that race could have had that role that is qualified. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes people are like, why didn't you get so and so to play this role? You're like, because they suck.
There
You know?
there was also there was some Eddie Murphy movie where he plays an Asian dude.
He was in
Is it Norbit?
Norbit. Yeah.
Which like you watch that scene now and you're like, okay, this is definitely offensive.
Yeah.
But oh man, you know what's crazy is like Nacho Libre. Some people will be like, okay, is Jack Black in like brown face because he's not any type of Latino and he's playing a Mexican character?
Yeah.
But also there are like white Mexicans, right?
True.
Like of European descent that are Mexican. But and his character is half European, half Mexican in the movie.
And then I know people who are Mexican that make Nacho Libre references all the time.
The homies, the Mexican homies fucking
Love.
love Nacho Libre.
Love.
I also love Nacho Libre.
Get that corn out of my face.
This is one of the best movies.
Yeah, I think he just gets a pass. Like he's just
It's
so
because he's so good.
yeah, but it's a weird kind of good because it's like that's not a real type of person.
Right.
It's,
You get what I'm saying?
He like created a character.
And usually that's what is the big problem when you look at it. It's either we aren't like that or you aren't even a part of this culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it should be like, yo, what the fuck, Jack Black? But
Some people-
something about the way he did it just worked.
It also came out way before this was even a
That's true.
discussion. You know
True.
what I'm saying? I mean, I did know. I had a friend of a friend of a friend who was like, I can't get into it. He's not Mexican. He's playing a Mexican. It's weird to me, right?
I did my Filipino accent with my other coworkers, and they felt uncomfortable
Yeah, because you don't
because
look Filipino.
they laughed, and then they were like, "Oh, I don't wait, they were like, you are Filipino, right? I'm like, yes, this is how my mom sounds sometimes. Yeah. I'm not pulling it from anybody other than my own family, but they realize like, oh no, am I not allowed to laugh at this? Because they didn't know what I was and they didn't want to participate in.
So they're like, am I just laughing at a stereotypical Asian
voice?
Yeah.
So there, and when we're on air, you know, we're in the Bay, you know where we are. So there are times where I just like, it comes out because that's in my everyday conversation and with the people that I talk to. So if I sometimes go into a Filipino accent or even an Asian accent, because that's the people that I'm talking to and they're in my family.
Yeah.
But the guys around me, because they're not, they're very self-aware that, oh shit, if I laugh at this right now, this can be perceived some type of way.
Right.
So I can't, and I can see the conflict in people's faces because my intention is like lighthearted, and that's just, it's not to make fun of somebody. This is like, nah, that's my mom, or oh, that's my friend. And I can understand how people become like uncomfortable with the affiliation of it.
Yeah, because you just never know what people are offended by, and it's like nothing's safe because a lot of Filipinos do the accent.
Yeah,
because they clearly find it funny.
Yeah,
but if you're not Filipino,
right,
do I get to find this funny?
Sometimes,
you know,
that's the.
Sometimes I'll be thinking about it, right? Because I told my agent, I'm like, look, man, never hit me up for nothing that requires an Asian accent. For one, because, you know, I don't want to play into that, and two, because I'm just bad at them. Like I can't do an Asian accent aside from like my dad. You right? All my Asian accents always end up sounding like an Indian dude for some reason. I can't do
it. Just veers off. Sometimes.
Yeah, I just can't do an Asian accent. Yeah, exactly. But like I just can't do what people think of. Right? But sometimes I'll be like, I kind of feel like, oh, it might be good to hear more of different kind of Asian accents so people can differentiate. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a blanket, oh, this is an Asian accent, because, you know, for those that know, it's like, oh, when you hear a Japanese person with an accent, it's totally different from like a Filipino with an accent.
Or Cambodian. My homegirl is Cambodian, and there are times where I'm like, I just look at her because I can hear her trying to get around certain words that can only be in her accent.
Right.
And she says it, and I look and I'm like, you know, it's okay, right? Like just go. And she laughs because she's been around other people that pick up on it and they do the squint. You know, the squint when you realize, oh, you're not what I thought you were. And so she tries to cover that up all the time. But I would have never known a Cambodian, like when she speaks to her daughter or certain things, I'm like, oh, I would have never known the difference.
Hey man, if you're heading back to school, you're probably about to spend a lot more time writing. But with Grammarly's digital writing assistant, you won't have to spend a lot of time editing. Okay? Grammarly saves you time on your assignments so you can spend more time making memories. Grammarly is an all-in-one writing tool that improves your productivity and saves you time when you have multiple assignments to complete.
Let me tell you how much Grammarly has saved me. I have had to send emails to groups in my company, and there's nothing more embarrassing than spelling something wrong. I know we talk for a living, but I definitely don't spell. So Grammarly has came through, saved me on my company emails, and I just need it because I feel stupid without it.
It comes in handy, man, because beyond fixing spelling and grammar, Grammarly actually offers clarity and tone suggestions so you can say it with style without having to stay up all night, okay? Really? Yes. And with Grammarly's browser extension, you can write faster and more effectively across the web, whether you use Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, okay? Grammarly even works in Google Docs and offers add-ins for Microsoft Word and Outlook. So whatever you got, they're going to work with you to make sure you don't sound silly out here, okay? And this semester, you can save time on your assignments and essays with Grammarly. Sign up for free today at Grammarly.com/NoChaser. Free. That's GRAMMARLY.com/NoChaser. It's actually crazy. I mean, especially, you know, like where I can hear a Thai person speaking English that has an accent, and I'm like, that's a Thai accent, right? But it's so subtle, I would never expect anyone that wasn't Thai to know the difference. You feel me? Like when my dad is speaking English, for the longest time, I didn't even think my dad had an accent. Like I thought my dad spoke perfect English until I got older, and I was like, I heard it back, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is a little different. It's a little bit though.
I was really confused how my dad's accent stayed and my mom's didn't, because they moved from Hawaii at the same time, and my dad's local accent stayed, and I feel like it progressively got thicker as he got older. And then my mom, because she works for the city, she has her voice, right, like the hello, it's the City Newman, how you doing? And we would always laugh because when we would call our mom, we're like, hey, why you sound like that? But again, I didn't know that my dad had an accent either. And then my mom always hid her Filipino accent. And there are just certain times, it's almost like when they're provoked, they just comes right out.
Yeah. Probably dealt with a lot of people saying, huh? When she clearly said it, but it's just a little different, and they act like they can't fucking understand.
It's crazy.
I feel like Rick is probably better at understanding old Asian people accents now.
I'm pretty fucking good at it.
Yeah.
I be knowing the difference. Like, me and Toya go somewhere, and somebody be talking and be like, no, it means what they're saying, right? And she be like, don't be... Oh, they are. Damn, I'm not being racist.
You're like, I've been paying attention.
I know those words. All them U's and O's and C's. I know what's going on over there.
It's crazy because, okay, so check this out. Before I started dating Chia, right, I didn't even know what, like, Eritrean was, right? I mean, I had heard of Ethiopia, but I never heard of Eritrean. For those of y'all who don't know, Chia's Eritrean, used to be part of Ethiopia, then he went independent, all right? But now, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out and about, I can, like, not only kind of recognize who might be Habesha, as they say, but also like just the way they speak like English. Like I can for sure hear the accent and be like, oh yeah, nah, they're either Eritrean, Ethiopian, something like that. I can just tell, you know, before.
As soon as you heard Nipsey Hussle talk, you was like,
yep. But that's a big reason why so many people are proud of who they are, who their partner are, you know, what they're mixed with and things like that, because we don't hear it all the time, or you don't see it all the time. Like, families aren't as close as they used to be, or like you're around those communities, and when you go away from it and then you come back or you hear somebody, that's almost why, like, if you hear a vowel, like you were talking about, there's a certain sound that it makes with each accent, and then you go, oh, where are you from? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, then it's just like, oh, you recognize, or you know, and you just open it up that way. So when people make fun of it, it hurts a little bit, because you're like, damn, that's something that's so special that I look for, and you're just constantly trying to find a community, and then when someone makes fun of that community that you're in search for, you're like, damn, that's fucked up. Because why? I remember going to a Thai restaurant, and my server, first off, I see the tattoos, and of course automatically look, and you never know, because a lot of people have tribal tattoos, or they have, you know, Polynesian inspired tattoos, and you look at the face and you look at the body, you're like, I don't know. But then you hear a voice, and so he said, the waiter had said something, and I literally looked up and I was like, are you from Hawaii? And I don't say it in a certain type, I'm like, are you from Hawaii? And then he'll say something, and then the accent starts to slowly come out, and then you're having a full-blown conversation with that person.
Bruh, I had a waiter in Hawaii ask me if I was a local simply because I ordered garlic fried rice with Spam. I was at this hotel. I was like, all right, can I get some garlic fried rice? I was like, can you throw some Spam on there? He was like, yeah. He was like, you from around here? I was like, no, dog. I just like Spam, man.
What if he was lying, just trying to make you feel good, get a good tip? Made him feel like a local.
And we did. Spam. And we did have the same guy from Nobu. We had the same chef.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. People started commenting on one of the videos that I posted of the chef. He was from Hawaii, and he's over there doing the teppanyaki for Nobu. And then everybody was like, hey, is that the same guy from Sen Foods? And I was like, oh, yeah, it was.
Have y'all ever heard that video of how English sounds to non-English speakers? Have you heard this, Nikki Blades?
No.
This video is fucking crazy. So it's people from, I forget where they're from, some weird European country. And they did a video having a conversation of how English sounds when you don't actually speak English. And it's crazy because, look, my whole life growing up, my mom would always be like, oh, you talk, it's so fast the way you speak English, right? It just sounds like blah, 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 blah. It sounds like you have fucking marbles in your mouth. And this video, you heal them talk, and it sounds like English, but it's not. And
like, they're not saying actual words.
They're not saying any real words. It's just like, oh, well, tell me about the vlogs. Like it's like that, and it's a fucking trip, bro. To like hear words that sound like they should be words, but they're not.
Oh no, that's like reading. Like find the words that are misspelled, and it all looks the same to you. It all looks right.
Yeah, pretty much, but you hear and it's like, yeah, they're speaking English.
Oh.
Wait, I don't know what he's saying, but it's English.
Idea. Yeah,
it's pretty fucking crazy.
It was pretty strange. Speaking of those crosswords puzzles, those word searches,
yeah,
those are so annoying to me. Where it's like the first 3 words you see,
oh god,
or how your next year is gonna be, and obviously the fucking ones you see are like fortune, happiness,
death.
I always see sexy.
Do you?
Every time, I'm like, you fucking liar, you stupid liar.
I always go out of my way to like find some weird ass word, and like I comment on like when the Shade Room posts or whatever. I'm like, I saw Vernix. Don't know what that means, guys. And no one ever gets what I'm trying to do. God, it's so annoying.
Your Twitter feed is pretty funny.
Oh well, thanks.
It is, because there's times where it pops up and I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? But then I see the people that follow you and they're on the same wave. Like they're talking all the shit back, girls, guys, young, old, and I would think that is cool because you got your own little world and they just get your shit.
I stopped trying to be relatable on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people get their audience on like Twitter from being like, I'm going to say something that everyone can relate to. Especially like a few years ago, all the fucking like Vine boys would say shit like, I love you, but I don't know how to talk to you type shit. And it would get thousands of retweets.
This.
Oh my God. Repost.
Yeah. And like, and
finally someone put this into words.
That's how I've been feeling.
Bro, like, so just the most generic shit, right? And then I used to, and every once in a while, you know, I like on early Twitter me, of course, like we all used to say kind of reckless shit on Twitter back in the day. And also I would always like, I would get real philosophical. I would wake up and I would think of some shit. I'd be like, man, yeah, the world needs to hear this.
It feels so good to say it on Twitter.
Right. And then, but now I'm just so like, I am tweeting for the fucking weird ass people that can relate to me. So it's all about like, damn, man, you know, when you take it as shit and this happens and that happens. And I go for those like 5 people who are like, yeah.
And it's like, there was one girl that gave the most Tim response back that I was like, damn, she knows you.
What was this about?
It was shitting. I think you had said something about shitting. And she said a shitty comment back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. Because in my head, I went, what the fuck did he just say? And then her response almost made your shit make sense.
Let me tell you something. First of all, my shit always makes sense. And second, I got some shit in the drafts that don't make sense yet. I'm like, nah, they not ready for this one yet.
Yeah, I had a ton of those before my Twitter got hacked and deleted.
Oh my God.
I'll write it all out, and then right before I hit send, I'm like, they not gonna feel it.
That's what I need to do.
Hold on. Yeah.
I'll be hitting post, and I get a text message like, bitch, are you okay? And then I look, and I'm like, oh God, no, I'm not. I am not okay. Let me delete. I'm sorry. I need to stop drinking and tweeting.
I learned to love the people like you who, what the fuck is this? So on Instagram, occasionally I'll take a TikTok that if you don't get why it's funny, you just don't get why it's funny. And I'm gonna rip the video and I'm gonna put it up there. Maybe I'll tag the person if you can't see their name, and that's it. No context.
Yeah.
And then you get a bunch of Rick, what the fuck? And I say, yep.
Yeah.
I just reply, yep.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen one of those because for the most part I get it. But I love when Rick goes into his explanations. Like every couple of days, he's just like, this is what it is. I don't understand why you guys are not getting it. I'm explaining it once. Don't ask me again. Knock the shit off. Here's what it is.
Oh,
I live for those
Yes,
ones.
that's the beauty. Follow Rick on Instagram for his stories.
His stories
I know
are
he
great.
don't be
Not my
posting
posts.
shit.
No, posts suck. On my story.
Because on the stories, you know, Rick don't have no character limit, so he just be going off on shit.
Yeah,
so it's a great read.
It's really good.
I love doing that. Kalani had pissed me off the other day, so that's why I did that. Now, she didn't piss me off, but she posted something that makes complete sense. Like what she says makes sense. She talks about crediting your team. Attack can change somebody's life, all of that shit, right? But the wrong people are taking that and running with it. People, and it's like, this ain't for you.
Right.
This is, when she said, tag your team, the people who made this shit possible, the videographer,
right?
You know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit. Not the person you paid to do your braids before you went to the club. You know what I'm saying? And those be the motherfuckers like, oh, you could have tagged me and shit like that. So I went off on that.
Yeah, the entitlement.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just love doing it because I love giving both sides. So one, people can't really argue with me because all of it's there. Mm-hmm. And then two, a lot of people like, oh, I didn't think of that. I'm like, yeah, you stupid idiot. I know you didn't.
On the receiving end of your stories, there's so much game in it. It's game. Because when you post it, I can feel the comments that you're responding to. Because there's this like whole community of people that feel one way and then another side that's looking for Rick to just be like, articulate this for us. Yeah. Help us out, because some people are just out there being crazy.
Yeah, they are. It's just a bunch of dumbass kids out there.
So dumb.
Not even kids. Stop giving these adults passes. There are too many grown ass people, and that's where it's really stemming from. Whenever I see Rick the maddest and has to prove his point, it's never kids. Yeah. It's always adults that should fucking know better by now.
It makes no sense to me, some of the shit people be doing out here.
I also call everybody that's younger than me a kid, even if you're 2 weeks younger than me. So,
well, these people are older than you and have no excuses. That's what I've noticed. I like it. Your stories are babies. Yeah, your stories are the babies.
She's so funny.
It's so cute.
Oh man, she's so funny.
Cute.
Did you see what I posted this morning?
Of course.
Smacking her with a pillow,
bruh. Not even fear. No reaction. It's like, can you stop, bro?
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Look. First of all, I told myself before we had the baby, I didn't want to be one of these people that just was always posting baby shit, right? Because I would go through my friend shit, be like, oh God, I get it, your baby's cute, skip, pass, tap. And then like, man, she just so damn cute.
She is cute.
She's so cute.
My favorite post you did was the one where she was jumping on the little water pad and looking down, and when you realized it was better inside.
Yes.
One of the cutest ones.
So Veda is accidentally hilarious, or maybe purposely hilarious. I don't know. She might just know what the fuck she's doing, but like my baby, and apparently according to a lot of people, big Aquarius energy.
Oh God.
But she's just very like, she be over shit without even be into shit. So it's like, and Rick always points out how funny it is that like her body can be the most excited, but her face is like, meh.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like, yeah, specifically, we put her in her little jumper, and she's jumping all over the place, hype, but her face was just like, meh. and look, I don't know if that is an Aquarius trait, or if she's just that's just gonna be her personality. But it cracks me up. So this morning I posted a story because I know that like I was chilling with her, right, and I'm like, what's she gonna do if I just start smacking her with this pillow? So I take this pillow, I start hitting her with it, body blows, light ones. No reaction, no laugh, no flinch, no. She just laid there looking at me like, this is what we doing?
He'll tire himself out eventually.
Oh man, it's great. It's great. And like, man, not gonna lie, like, and we talked about the only child shit before, and like, and we talked about what I'm about to say before, but just where like I'd be looking at her like, I have so much fun. But a part of me is also like, damn, if she wants to have more kids, I'm almost feel like, damn, I don't want to stop giving her all the attention. You feel me? I almost feel bad about it. I'm like, yo, you are my firstborn ever. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm putting you into the you got to help take care of your baby siblings position. I want you to be like spoiled and chill, you know?
And it's crazy because even my dad treated me that way. Yeah. Like to this day, my dad was not feeling well. And my mom calls me. She goes, your father's not feeling well. And you know what happens when he doesn't feel well? He has to call you. My mom he has to talk to you. So please talk to your father. He's not feeling well. I was like, okay, mom, I'm called dad. Like that will always stick. If you have, each child has a different relationship with the parent. Right. And there's a different way you treat all of them. My sister is super close to my mom, and my dad and my sister have it's their relationship, not as close, but there's certain things that, my dad literally is like, you are the firstborn. Yeah. I feel this way. He took me everywhere. We had all this time. He spent so much time with me. But again, you'll learn to give them their own love, because they're different people. So
yeah, that's facts. And I mean, and if she has this Aquarius energy, then she'll handle it well, apparently.
That's so funny. The second one's gonna come and Tim's gonna be grooming it from the time like, you don't need me that much. Guess what? You don't really need me that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna be chilling with you with your older sister, right?
You're with mommy and Veda's with me. Don't come over here. Stay your ass over there.
It's like, okay, bye-bye. Roll her out.
Uncle Rick gonna take you for the day.
Wait a minute, all right, he loves Veda too.
Oh, no.
Oh, little Vadu. Poor little Vadu.
You just already named.
Get her twig. Boom.
There you go. And you know what? You got enough aunts and uncles and all these people that are gonna love your babies.
Nah,
regardless.
they all in Thailand. No, but the homies. Yeah,
the homies. That's what I mean.
Aunts and uncles, basically.
The aunts and the uncles.
Yeah, nah, it's cool, man. Look, it's fun, and
keep the baby posts coming, because they are entertaining. It's not just like cute picture of my baby's face. It's like you actually. Veda is funny.
She actually is, and I try to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, look, honestly, like the mindset is like, I got this fire ass, cute ass Veda picture, but I just posted one yesterday, so let me go ahead and throw something else in between, hit him with a baby, something else, baby. You know?
Okay, look, here are the annoying baby posts. And this is for everyone when you're about to have a kid. Professional pictures. Don't need it.
They look so weird, by the way. They look weird. Like babies being mushed up. I saw a baby holding a coffee mug and a laptop. Like, why are you going to put them into the workforce right now?
Hilarious.
You can post the outtakes.
Right.
That's funny.
If something funny is happening, professional pictures do not need it.
Right. Okay. What's next?
Video is best.
Yep.
Cool.
But light that shit well.
Okay.
It matters, because the baby's not going to do much.
Right.
Okay.
Right? So it at least has to be aesthetically pleasing.
Stage it.
Make sure
correctly.
they're cute or extremely messy. Like, there has to be some sort of reasoning
Yes.
behind
Okay.
it.
Why
It
did
can't
this
just
feel
be,
postable?
look at the baby.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When they get a little bit older and you start putting outfits on them, take your picture. But really look at it before you post it. Because there's, oh my God, that's so cute. And it's baby clothes, motherfucker. You have to be the judge there.
Right.
But be the judge.
Okay. I got a question in regards to the dressing up your babies. Have you guys been seeing those like the younger, I want to say like the 3 to 5 range, where they're dressing them in swaggy ass adult clothes damn near, but just mini versions of doing transition videos?
Right.
How does that make you feel?
If the kid is super cute, if it's well produced, I'm cool with it. When it gets to be too much, I start like, hey, does this kid even want to do this?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's your kid.
When it's an outfit that I feel like the child is uncomfortable in, then I'm like, come on, bro. Like, this is obviously. Then when it gets a side where it feels like, is this because you think your child is cute, or is this because you just want likes?
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's like, because he got on a mink coat.
Right, like why?
And a diamond necklace.
He didn't choose this life.
That's hilarious. I might do that to Veda now that you mentioned that.
For a one-time thing.
Right.
Yeah.
To say, ha ha ha, look at what I did to my kid. But when it's like, oh yeah,
All
my
the
little man swaggy. And I'm taking him to the mall and shit.
Got a baby with a fashion page. Like, yo, baby,
he got a do-rag on.
got a do-rag. Why this baby got bracelets? Like, they can choke.
Not gonna lie, last night I was up at 2 a.m. Googling dragon costumes for Veda.
Oh, cute.
Because I was like, what can Michi and Veda do for Halloween? And I was like, I'll be Jon Snow. She will be Khaleesi. Veda will be the dragon.
Hilarious.
Perfect.
That's funny. Oh, when they get a little older and they start wanting to wear their costume all the time. Show us once. Don't show us every day that he's Spider-Man again.
I got you.
It's weird.
Okay.
Word. Okay. Yeah. Just don't show it all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Even
let
though
them
it's
do
happening.
the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Be kids.
Like, let them be kids and take all the pictures and videos you want.
Right, but
we don't need to see it every time.
Yes. You know, I try to maintain a good balance, right? Because like, although yes, Veda is adorable and hilarious, and the likes go crazy when I post her. Of course, I also do. I feel like I need to make sure and maintain myself on my shit and not just have it be a baby page. You know what I'm saying? Because a part of me is also like, yes, I could completely lean into this and be like, fuck it. My Instagram is just, I'm a daddy now, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, wait, no. Instagram is not only fun for me, but it is a business.
Yeah.
It is a representation of me. I'm still trying to be an actor.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, this man only plays father roles.
Right.
Yeah. And
So this man is a baby.
Yeah. Like I don't know what's going on here. He's a daddy. He's wearing Cheeto jumpsuits. I'm confused.
I'm very, very confused.
No idea what's going on here.
Toy just bought a bunch of cute ass clothes for Veda that I forgot to bring, by the way. Remind me next time.
Sure.
I see. Yeah.
Sure. We just gave Toy a bunch of clothes, so perfect.
Works.
You gave Toy Veda's clothes?
Well, shout out to
Same
Kappa.
size.
Shout out to Kappa. Kappa sent a bunch of clothes for Chia. That's not really Chia's style. Chia doesn't do the whole tracksuits and shit anymore. So like, so Toy came over to cook us some garlic shrimp noodles, which were delicious. Shout out to Toy's pop-up, which she had, which was very fire, very delicious. But we had all these tracksuits, and we're like, Toy, you want this?
She's like, all right. Okay, I got one more. And
Please.
This is my opinion and my opinion alone. Please do not get angry at my co-host here. I know they're going to get angry. But I'm a hot mom. Pictures are so annoying. Post the baby or post the you. Try to show that you still got it, but I'm a mom. That's annoying as shit. Sorry. I know they mad, but I'm sorry. And to be clear to the moms, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you wanting to still be hot after being a mom. I know with all the changes going on in your body, that's a focus. I'm just saying it's weird when you try to be hot holding the baby.
It's
like sexualizing.
I'm still hot and I had a kid. And then post the kid. It's just weird when it's together.
It gets a little cringy when you feel like the baby's an accessory.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
All right, but also I got a piece. Let's wrap this one up. I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation. Thank you for watching another episode of No Chaser Podcast. We're glad a lot of y'all love when it's just the three of us, and we also love that because we get to just have a conversation. I know you guys love that, so thank you for supporting us and watching us, loving us. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I did not snap back after my pregnancy.
And I'm Nikki Blades.
Bye.